Okay, I'm going to do a quick, not really a review, but a quick overview of two of the guns I have here at my feet. There are two guns that are pretty hot in the market right now, GBB market to be specific. I'm going to start off with one that I think is going to be a little bit more common at this time. This is my, wonder if anybody can figure this out yet. Might be able to. This is a KWA LM4. This is their gas blowback M4. This is the Airsoft GI TRX11 custom version. So it came with this TRX11 rail already installed, and it's installed on the Magpul body, which I already had an LM4, so I actually was just upgrading the body. So if you look at it, it's got all the Magpul markings, and it's got the Magpul body on it. It's got the grips on the front, and it's got their markings on the side too. It also comes with MOE grip and the stock. So you get a lot of Magpul stuff already on it, so it's a little bit upgraded. I actually even modified this one, so it holds my hop-up adjustment tool, and this is a front sight post adjustment tool. So both of those rate my grip, so you never have to worry about in game. Not that you're going to be adjusting your hop-up in a game on this gun, because it's kind of a pain, but you do have them with you so that at the end of the game, you've got it right there. You don't have to go look through your bag or whatever. So, let's see. This is a great gun for gas. I'm in New York, so it's a little bit cold. Right now, it's warm today. It's 50 degrees. But most of the time, it's around... I've ran this thing in like 30-degree weather with some success. Compared to, I had a GMP walk that I just sold and some other guns where they just don't work at all. This one is less efficient in that cold weather. So it came without the AFG obviously on it, and without the M-bus sight. So I put a front M-bus sight up here and a, what is this, like a Knight's Armament? I got it off of one of my other guns. Nice little just flip up sight. I also threw on, it's got an extended charging handle on here, so you can hit a little bit farther out. On the other one, I noticed that you really had to get in or even do the two finger, because what it was doing was it seemed to like drag almost, and by adding that on there, it negated it. This is for my charging handle. This entire charging handle is for my other gun. That one was painted, so it's got a different color, but I don't really mind. Also threw on the AAC out here. Nice little flash hider, or not little, but it covers, I think, 2 inches of barrel and sticks out an inch or inch and a half. The threads basically end right here, so it actually covers up some of the barrel, which I like because it's a pretty, let me show you. Pretty long barrel. I think it's 14.5 inch. So yeah, you see it comes up there, right about here. So it covers up quite a bit. So that's nice. This right now is pretty much in final configuration, with the exception of this has a 4 or 4.5 inch barrel extension on it. I might throw a silencer underneath there because a 30mm silencer will fit underneath there. And this is going to have some flat dark earth squid grips on here, and a tan khaki flat dark earth, whatever you want to call it, T1 micro dot. So should be a good little gun. This is what I would call my I don't know what I want to call it. I want to call it full-size rifle or mid-size rifle. So here's my full mid-size rifle. If you guys saw my other video where I had my SOCOM 16, that would be what I would call my battle rifle. It's a 308 caliber, real steel 308 caliber rifle. So that'd be like my big battle rifle. You've got your, say, smaller rifle, 223 caliber. And here I'm going to go to my submachine gun. Now this is a gun that I'm sure everybody on YouTube or everybody in the airsoft community that likes gas guns is having a freak out session over because they all want one. I actually got lucky enough. I got this off of a store that was going out of business, and all they had done was take off the orange tip. So had some markings on the barrel cover. So here we go. Here it is, the Chris Vector. And now this thing, I took this to an op-up near me. It's like social experiment 2 up in a hotel, 5 stories. Only ran this a little bit. It was still a little bit cold. I think it was about 35, 40 degrees that day. So pretty cold. So this is a sweet little gun. It's actually got about all the modifications that I'm going to do to it, except for it might get a paint job because right now it's a little bit boring. And if you see there, see how that's a little bit dinged up? That's the only thing that was wrong with it when I bought it. I paid $360 and I got it with 2 mags, so that's not bad. So what it came with stock was just the flip up sights, not the EOTech or the Magpul sling attachment. I forget their name for it, whatever. It's a sling attachment point. It's a 1-point rail attachment point, something like that. I don't know. But this is a really, really nice gas submachine gun. So use this at the game. It was really effective when I used it. Really, it's a weird trigger pull. It's a machine gun trigger pull. It's kind of got BBs in that mag, so I don't want to shoot my house. Sorry. So without the mag, it's actually pretty light. The mag consists of most of the weight. But so as you can see, let's try. So it's a short. It's not a lot of pull. There's not a lot of creep in the trigger, but it's kind of heavier. It's kind of a plasticky pull. It's a weird way that they do this. The hammer actually, most hammers, you cock it back. With this one, it's like you cock it up. So it's kind of weird. And I just threw on the ACOG or EOTech God. It's an EOTech 553 clone, I think. It's not even mine. It's one of my friends. It's a GMP. These things are like crystal clear. It's crazy. Not sure if you can. Yeah, it's not gonna show up. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, that thing's crystal clear. I was so surprised. I got one. I was so pissed off with it. It was ghosting like crazy. Then I was like, I sold that. And I was like, screw it. I hate EOTech, like the clones. I got a real one on my AR. But I was like, clones suck. I don't know why I paid this money for it. And then I borrowed his and I was like, ooh, I need to get a quality one. So the GMP ones are quality, I will say that. I threw on this Magpul sling attachment point because they do have this one right here for attaching your sling. Problem is that it's on the right side because they wanted to attach it as part of like this pivot thing. But the problem is that on the right side your sling crosses over your stock, which I don't like because then when you're shouldering it, it's crossing over here, and it's like the way that I mount my sling is on the chest rig. So it comes over and it's pulling like this and it's getting underneath your cheek. So it's uncomfortable. You can't get a consistent cheek weld. And then the only other thing I did to it was I threw some lacrosse tape on these grips right here. The texture on them wasn't horrible to begin with, but it wasn't as good as it looks. It looks fairly aggressive, but it's not. It's kind of weird. I thought it would have a lot more grip. Then I modified in the grip right here. I just threw in some foam that came in the box, and so now I can carry my tool with me. So there you go. This is just a quick overview of these two guns. Once again, I'm just looking for input of what you guys think I should do with these. I think, oh yeah, this one also, this isn't my EOTech. I ordered a doctor sight for this. So I'll probably strip off the folding sights on this maybe find some. We got some MP7 sights I could probably throw on here. So I just need some lower profile sights, or put a riser on, and run the micro dot with a riser. So that's about it. And oh yeah, I might also do a cryptech paint job on this, but only see the seam right here where my finger is. This seam, so it comes apart right there. Only do the lower. The reason I would only do the lower is because I want to keep the upper markings, the red bullet markings, because they look awesome. So I'd probably only do the lower and the mag covers because they come off fairly easy. So it'd probably be the lower, and then I would go over after I painted it and white out the 45 ACP, white out the, or not white out, but add in white coloring. The V, the 45 ACP, crisp vector, same thing on this side. Actually cover up the KWA markings inside this little thing. So get rid of that. Keep my serial number up here. But other than that, I'm really pleased with this. A lot of people were like, oh, isn't that, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, my friend, he hates Magpul and the Chris. But I put it in his hands, and he was like, I hate to say it, this thing's ergonomic. Like, when you pick this up, you're pointing. You know where you're. It looks weird. It looks really weird. I don't like this safety thing right here. It's like, it's weird. Like, I guess it's kind of good. You can push it. You can push it with your thumb on the other side. Then you can put the safety on with your trigger finger. So you've got your trigger finger right here. You can rest it. It's not in the way when the safety's off. It's not in your way, so you can still keep your hand where you would on an AR. Really normal feeling to me. But then you throw it on, and you feel it a little bit more on your knuckle. I do. The one thing I wish they would have found some way to do it, is the selector up here, because you have to take. If I'm holding the gun like this, it's not like an AR where I can flip it with my thumb. I have to take my hands off the fire control, off the grip to do it. I guess if you're holding it like this, you can reach up and do it with your thumb, but that's what I'm doing on the other side. If you can see it moving. It's not magical. I'm doing it with my thumb. But yeah, so I kind of wish they'd. I know there's probably a reason that on the real steel, that there's probably some mechanical reason that they needed to do it this way in order for it to work. I'm just saying, I would find it more ergonomically simple to like be able to flip so like maybe have it be, maybe shorten up this right side here because the left side doesn't get in my way. Shorten up this side and have it be like this be full auto, this be 2-round burst, and this be single, but with a shortened selector so that it doesn't hit your hand as much, because that's what happens right now, that it hits off your hand. But other than that, like, it's not a deal breaker. It's something to consider. Also, something that I really like, that I found very, very nice about this, is you've got your charging handle, so you pull it, sits flat, you pull it, you charge it, you push down with your finger that you like your pointer finger, and then you can actually just release it, and you've activated it. So there you go, your bolt's locked back. So it makes it really easy to lock your bolt back. I don't know how often you're going to need to lock your bolt back on your gun, but say you were shooting, your bolt didn't go all the way forward, you lock it back, you fix it, and then you just power charge it. So, and these aren't too heavy without the mag in. With the mag in, they're a little bit on the bulky side, or not bulky, but heavy side. So, like, yeah, you can one-hand it. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Don't expect to be running around with this thing like, like, unless you are, I would say, a I don't know, like weightlifter, big weightlifter. I'm not saying like you lift weights at your high school. I'm saying you lift weights competitively or something. Because with the mag and everything in this, I haven't weighed this actually. Let's put it this way, I can more easily point one-handed my LM4. So that puts it into consideration. It's a small compact gun, but it's hefty. So it's got some weight there. The mags are really heavy actually. Without the mag, it's one hand all day. So tell me what you think I should do with this. I'm open to anybody's consideration for both guns, not just the Chris. So whatever you want to put in, your 2 cents. Flashlight, I do want. Just because I was rocking one for the hotel games. It was dark. Had one over here. Only problem is, that when you can't fold the stock with a light here. So that kind of bugged me. But you know, it wasn't a deal breaker because I'm not going to run the stock folded most of the time, but it's something to consider once again. So PM me, comment, do whatever. Let me know what you think I should do with these guns. And if you are interested in any of these guns, my guns are always technically for sale. What I mean by that is I will sell them, but if I'm not in a rush to sell them, their prices aren't going to be, they're not going to be great prices for you. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to sell my guns at half price all year round. No, like, if I'm using them, I like them, like these two in my SOCOM 16. If I like them, they're not going to be at a lower price, but you can always attempt to give me an offer. Not trying to sell them right now, so once again, you'd probably end up paying what I paid for them, if not more, just because of me. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Sorry about this one being a little bit longer. I was trying to do a 2-part review or a 2-gun review. So let me I will quickly, to make this a little bit more worthwhile for some people, I will get together the 3 guns that I've done reviews on today. I will put them together. So here we go. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't you fall. So there we go. Now this is a nice group of GBBs. If you're interested in any of these, let me know. I will probably not be selling any of these for any sort of deal anytime soon. But if you are interested in them, I can always help you find them at a nicer price. Or if you have one and you're looking at upgrading it, let me know. I love upgrading guns. I will attempt to point you in the right direction on where to find parts. I do tech a lot of people's guns, a lot of my teammates' guns mostly, normally not offering my services, but I will offer the service of giving you advice. So if you have any input for my guns or you want any input on your own guns, let me know. Give me a video response. So give me a video response. I will respond to you either via PM or comments or another video response. So let me know. I'm just here to kind of try and help you guys, help myself, further the airsoft community. So keep it going. Thank you.